Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Brandon, aka FFCLAY from Transcend Global, back with another video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do all those great things, whatever platform you're on. Just wanted to stop by real quick to share a bit of insight that I have been getting and chewing on the last few days, and it comes from Matthew 16. And whenever I quote from the Bible or speak or teach from the Bible, it's okay if you're not a Christian or fundamental Christian or a religious person at all, because the Bible is, I believe, is manipulated and used by religion as well as other sectors and other people with agendas. But I believe the book within itself contains a lot of truth, regardless of what has happened to it or what surrounds it, because I believe uh, the insight in it transcends human intellect. It says that spiritual things can't be interpreted by those who are not seeing it through spiritual eyes. And also, it talks a lot about how the Bible is metaphorical, allegorical, and parabolic. Even Christ came teaching the parable, so I believe it contains a lot of truth and gems in it that just has to be unveiled. But with everything that surrounds it and institutional religion, which I myself am appalled by it. I believe it turns people off from receiving from it in fullness what they can. But I just really just been really meditating on the exchange between Peter and Christ in Matthew 16 when Christ or Jesus asked Peter, "Who do men say I am?" And then Peter responded, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." And then he said, Christ or Jesus affirmed and he confirmed that he was right. And he said, "Tell no man." And he said, "Upon this rock I should build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it." We know that the rock is symbolic of the foundation of spiritual revelation. And the revelation that he's building on is the fact that he is the Christ, the Son of the living God, or pretty much that divinity and humanity has intermingled together in one flesh. But he was saying that not just of himself, but by calling Peter. Well, his name was Simon previously, but by calling him Peter, which translate to be small pebble or small rock, loosely translated, he was saying that not only is this my identity, but this is your identity as well. And that lets us know that we are the microcosm of the macrocosm, that God is in us. He's not separate from us, but he is intermingled in us intrinsically, and we are one with him. And that is the identity of everyone, whether they choose to accept it, acknowledge it, or are aware of it or not. That is our identity. He said he will build his ecclesia, or called out ones, by that distinction. So that's all of our identity. And then he said that whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. We know that heaven, or the kingdom of heaven, is the spirit or the divinity that is within us. So it's internal, it's on the inside. So that means that whatever we allow or disallow, or whatever we cleave to spiritually, we will see manifest naturally. And whatever we disallow or we come out of agreement with spiritually also manifests in the natural. And even I think it's in John 3:27, John was saying that no man can receive anything unless it comes from heaven. And we think of heaven as far out there, this metropolis in the sky, and airy fairy, but he's talking about the kingdom of heaven dimension that is within us, which is just our, I won't say human spirit, but the divinity, the essence or the spirit that is within us. And so it all correlates to mean that. And I just find it funny that Peter is the same apostle that received that revelation. He's also the same one that wrote about it in his second letter to the church, where he said that we become partakers of his divine nature, and we escape the corruption of this world through lust. And he said that the way we partake of his divine nature is his great and exceedingly precious promises, or his word. And I believe that that promise in Matthew 16 is the foundation of everything. And because it deals with identity, it doesn't deal with the attainment of things material things, but it deals with the foundation of our identity and who we really are. And I believe that once we find out who we really are, that everything hinges off of that. And it's just found that funny. And not only that, but Peter was also the same apostle that had toiled trying to catch fish all night and didn't catch anything. And then Christ come, get in the boat, and tell him to launch out into the deep waters. And then he wound up catching way more, or attracting way more than he could do with on his own, and so much so that he had to give it away. And Peter is also the same apostle that saw Christ metaphorically walking on water, and um, Jesus bid him to come, and he walked on water. And we all know that water has to do with spirit, or what some may call consciousness, and also the depth of it. And so that's why he told him to launch out into the deep. And also, he walked on water, but once he took his eyes off of his true nature of divinity, when he didn't look at Christ and he fell, Christ was also the same one that delivered him and picked him up when he fell, which means that in walking out this revelation, we start out as babes, as children, but as we continue to grow in maturity, initially our first steps are wobbly. We're going to fall flat on our face, but he will never allow us to fall or destroy ourselves or hurt us. He's always with us, and he never left us. And this is just a short, condensed version and just exhortation for us and what he has been revealing in my life. And I believe that we are only at the cusp of what's to come, but it all hinges on identity. And our identity as not an arbitrary, airy-fairy old man in the sky ready to strike us down, but that the very same God that we seek and have always sought with our expressions and forms of worship, it has been within us, is within us, has been within us the whole time. And he wants to not only come to live and dwell, but he wants to manifest, live, and express himself through us. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you got something from it, and I will talk to you later. Peace.